Good morning, children. Let us start chapter 9, that is some applications of trigonometry. Here in this chapter we will study how trigonometry is used to find the heights and distances of various objects without actually measuring them. Okay, children. So this is called application of trigonometry. Application means use of trigonometry, means where it is used. Clear, it is used to find out the heights and distances of various objects without actually measuring them. Clear, you can think that, see how the height of the this Mount Everest would have been found. Clear, that is see, it is just because of this your heights and distance, that is application of trigonometry. Because of that only, clear, we found what we measured the distances, this height of the Mount Everest, and several other things are there where trigonometry is used, clear, in engineering also. So for that, let us see the first term is angle of elevation. As you know that elevation means what elevate means to see higher, that is elevate means to see higher. When the see, what is angle of elevation in term of trigonometry? Clear, when the things angle of elevation, let us take a tower, that is Minar, from here. Clear, that is an object is kept over here. Here an object is kept. What is this? That is, this is an object. This is an object. What is this? This is a tower. This is a tower. An observer, see, an observer is sitting over here. An observer here. Observer's eye is there. Observer's eye is there here. Children, here an observer means a person. A person is standing over here. Clear? A person is standing here. Clear? And he is, see, he is observing the things. Object is kept over here. Clear? Children, object is kept over here, right? And where is object? Object is kept on the top of the tower. Clear? And observer is looking at the, observer is looking at what? Observer is looking at the object from here. See, when observer observes the object, then two rays emerge from the eye. Two rays, two rays, two rays emerge from the eye of the observer. Clear? This is your object that is kept over here. So this is called line of sight. This is called line of sight. This is observer's eye. When observer observes the object that is kept on the top of the tower, observer is here sitting, clear, here, see, on the ground. Okay, this is observer's eye. So when observer this observes means looks at the object, clear, then see, simultaneously two rays emerge from the, simultaneously two rays, two rays emerge from the eye of the observer. One is what? One is called the horizontal level. What is this? One is called the horizontal level. Other is called, this is, other is called what? This is called line of sight, and this is called horizontal level. Okay, children. So see, so in such situation, an angle is formed, clear. An angle is formed at the eye of the observer, clear, between the line of sight and the horizontal. This angle is known as what? This angle is known as angle of elevation. Angle of elevation. Okay, children. So what did you understand? Clear? When the object that is going to be viewed, is kept, clear, higher than the level of the observer's eye, clear, then the angle of elevation is formed. Clear? Object is, this is, what is this? This is tower. Clear? Let us see once again. This is tower. This is object kept over here. Clear? Observer is sitting over here at ground level. Clear? And two rays, this is, what is, this is ground, children. This is grassroots level. Okay, this is ground. Observer is standing over here. Clear? And see, when the observer, this observer observes the object, clear, that is kept on the top of the table, top of the tower, clear, then the, at the same time, two rays emerge from the eye of the observer. Clear? The line, the ray that that reflect to the object, clear, that is called line of sight. And at the same time, at the horizontal level of the eye, clear, one ray goes to where, to the foot of the tower, that is called horizontal level. Clear? In such a situation, when object view is kept on the top, clear, then situation when the object is kept, clear, above the observer's eye, clear, then angle of elevation is formed. Okay children, clear. And where, see, angle of elevation of the object, clear, is formed between the line of sight and the horizontal. This angle is called angle of elevation. Okay children, now the next thing is, let us write the definition of the angle of elevation. Let us write down. It is given in your book, that is called the angle of elevation. What is this? The angle of elevation, the angle of elevation, elevation of an object, viewed is the angle, formed by, is the angle formed by the line of sight, by the line of sight with the horizontal, with the horizontal, when it is, when object is above the horizontal level, when object is above the horizontal level. Okay children, that is what means. We can say that the case when we raise raise our head to look at the object, Okay children, the angle of elevation of an object viewed is the angle formed by the line of sight with the horizontal when object is above the horizontal level. That is the case when we raise our head to look at the object. Okay children, now what is second case? That is angle of depression. That is angle of depression. What is angle of depression children? It is just opposite to the angle of elevation. What is angle of depression? Here in this case, observer is, children, look at here, see, look at it this very seriously. When here this time object is over here, object is kept at the ground level. This is called, what is this? This is object is kept at the ground level. Here there is tower. Clear? What is this? This is tower. Clear? This is ground level. Here what is this? Here observer is sitting. Here what is there? Observer is sitting over here children. Observer is sitting over here. Look at here. Observer's eye is here. See, observer is sitting on the top of the tower. Clear? What is this? This is called object. This is called object. Here this is observer. OBSERVER. This is observer. Here this is observer. Clear? This is observer, but this is object. Here when the observer is, see, when the object is kept below the horizontal level. Okay children, here the object is kept, clear, above the horizontal level. clear. In the above case angle of elevation, here in angle of depression object is kept, clear, below the horizontal level. See here, now this observer is observing this object from the top of the tower, clear. Then at the same time simultaneously two rays emerge. See children, simultaneously two rays emerge from the eye of the observer, clear. One is this is called what? This is called line of sight, line of sight. And at the same time children, and at the same time, clear, one horizontal line, see, that is horizontal level, that also emerges from where? From the eye of the observer. This is called horizontal, horizon. This is called horizontal level. Now this is what? This is the grassroots level here, clear. This is what is this here children? Let us see. This is known as what? This is now the foot of the tower. Now look at here children, see here. So observer is sitting on the top of the tower, clear. Object that is being viewed, clear, it is kept here below the horizontal level. Horizontal level, this is, see, two rays immerse simultaneously from the what? From the eye of the observer. This is called horizontal level, and this is called line of sight. And here in this case, here this is known as children, what is this? This is known as, I'm sorry, see, this is called what? Angle. This angle here, an angle is formed between the horizontal and the line of sight, and this angle is called angle of depression. This is called angle of depression, DEPRESSION. Okay children, so this is called angle of elevation. Here in this case, when the object viewed is kept above the horizontal level, clear, then angle of elevation is formed, clear. And when the object views it is kept below the horizontal level, clear, then here angle of depression, children, angle of depression is made over here. Okay children, this horizontal level, children, look at here, this is called angle of depression. Now here you see that this line is, children, here you see that this line is parallel to this line. This line, bottom line, and this horizontal line is parallel to this line. Okay, so this line will be the transversal. So this angle and this angle will be equal here in this case. So while solving the question, clear, this angle of depression, clear, will be taken over here. Actually the angle of depression is formed over here, clear, between the horizontal level, clear, and the line of sight. But see, this is out of triangle, clear, beyond the triangle, so we cannot do anything. So this angle and this angle, clear, they both are alternate interior angles. That's why this angle is taken, because it is inside the triangle. So this is also angle of C. What is this? Let us give the name. That is, let us see, A, B, and this is C, and this is D. Okay children, so this is, here you see, here you can write down here here BC, here BC is parallel to what? Parallel to AD. Okay, and BD is the transverse, and BD is the transversal. BD is the transversal. This implies that what? This implies that angle DBC, angle DBC is equal to angle what? Is equal to angle DBC is equal to angle BD, ADB, angle ADB. Why? Because they are alternate interior angles. Okay children, so this angle is equal to this angle, right? This, because they are alternate interior angles. This is important thing. Angle of elevation, angle of depression is formed over here, clear, at the eye of the observer. Angle is always formed at the eye of the observer between horizontal level and line of sight, clear. In case of angle of depression, clear, here see, object being viewed, clear, is kept below the horizontal level, clear. And see, angle of depression is formed over here, clear, and it is by alternate interior angle property. This is taken over here inside the triangle, clear. Here in case of angle of elevation, clear, object being viewed, it is kept above the horizontal level, and angle is formed at the eye of the observer between line of sight and this horizontal level. Now let us write down the official definition of angle of depression. See, Now you have understood what is angle of depression. Let us see the angle of depression. The angle of depression. The angle of depression of an object viewed is the angle formed by the line of sight with the horizontal when the object is below the horizontal level. Okay children, that is when that is the case when we lower our head to look at the object. Okay children, now this is now see these are two important things. So that is what angle of elevation and angle of depression. Okay, the line of sight is the line drawn from the eye of an observer to the point in the object viewed by the observer. Line of sight means a ray that emerges from the eye of the observer, clear, to reflect the object, clear. Okay, now children, let us move to the exercise 9.1. Exercise 9.1, that is. Okay, let us see 9.1. What is it about? Question says that question number 1, I am not going to write the entire question here. Figure is given in the question. Figure is given to be like this. Draw the figure. It is given. Generally figure is not given in this in such questions. Here this is right angle triangle. This is A, this is B, this is C. Here this is 20 meter, and here there is 30. This is angle is 30 degree. Okay, this is the easiest question of the exercise, that is a circus artist. A circus, all of you must have seen circus, clear, on the crossing, square crossing or something in any gully or mohalla. That is a circus artist is climbing. See, a circus artist is climbing a 20-meter long rope. See children, this is 20-meter long. Climbing means this circus artist is standing over here, clear, and he is climbing the 20-meter long rope, climbing, which is tightly stressed and tied from the top of the vertical pole. What is this? This is pole. What is this? This is pole. Clear. Here this 20-meter long rope, this is tied between this top of the pole, clear, and this here this ground, one nail is there, clear. There, see, this is circus artist. This is climb from here to here, clear, along this rope. Okay children, vertical pole to the ground. Find the height of the pole. This height of the pole AB we have to find out, clear. If the angle made by the rope with the ground level means this is horizontal. What is this? This is ground level. Ground level means horizontal level. Okay children, from the ground level is 30 degree. Okay, what is, let us see. Here since figure is given, so you don't have to write much history over here, that is text. Here what is given? Given that given figure is given in the question, given AB, given AB be the pole, here given AB be the pole, AB be the pole, be the pole, clear, and clear, that is your AC equal to 20 meter, be the length of the rope. Okay children, angle and angle BACB and angle ACB equal to 30 degree. This is given. Okay children, now what to find? What we have to find? Find the height of the pole, means to find AB equal to, that is, what is this? This is the height of the pole. Children, here see, here the value of AB, this is this height. As you know that the name of this chapter is heights and distance, that is application of trigonometry. Here heights and distances are only found, clear, with the help of what, this angle of elevation and angle of depression, and one more thing, one more distance, clear. Here AB is supposed to be found out. Now here out of 6 trigonometric ratios, clear, we have to select, we have to choose, clear, one trigonometric ratio, clear, according to the situation given, according to the definition of trigonometry, trigonometric ratios, that is. Now here children, you see that this is right angle triangle, triangle ABC is right angle triangle, right angle that B. Here this is hypotenuse is given. Okay children, hypotenuse is given, notice that, and this perpendicular is asked, clear, perpendicular is required. So you have to select a trigonometric ratio in such a way, clear, that that is meant for this your height, that is perpendicular, and what, this hypotenuse. So if we are, see, let us see, this is hypotenuse and this is perpendicular. So the trigonometric ratio whose relation, in whose relation, clear, this perpendicular and hypotenuse are involved, clear, we will select that here in triangle. Now let us see, now in triangle ABC, clear, angle B equal to 90 degree, that we have to define first. Okay, now since this is the relationship between the perpendicular and hypotenuse, so we will choose sine theta. Here theta is given to be 30 degree, so sine, clear, there is no hard and fast rule. You can take another trigonometric ratio, but it will take time, clear, it will what stress the question, clear, and your solution will be longer. Now in sine 30 degree, why we have taken sine theta? Because see, sine theta, in sine theta your perpendicular and hypotenuse are involved, and one of them is available with us, that is 20 meter. So sine 30 degree equal to what? Sine 30 degree equal, that is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that is, okay, that is your AB upon what? AB upon AC, right? Now sine 30 equal to what? Sine 30 degree equal to 1 upon 2, equal to what is AB? AB is required, it is not given. AC is given to be 20 meter. Okay, why here you write down sine 30 equal to, sine 30 degree equal to 1 upon 2, that's why we put the values over here. Okay, now by cross multiplication, this implies that what, 2AB equal to 20. This implies that AB equal to 20 upon 2, that is 2 1 ja 2, 2 10 ja 20, and this is equal to, this implies that AB equal to, AB is what? AB equal to 10 meter. AB equal to 10 meter. What is this? What is this AB? AB is the vertical height of, this is height of the pole. Okay children, so this is your first question is over. Is there any doubt? This was the easiest question, clear. This question may be asked of 1 mark or 2 mark, clear, in your examination, so be careful. Clear children. Now let us move to the next question, that is second question of the exercise, that is let us see, question number 2. Children, this height and distance is very much important and clear. If you sometimes clear, if your calculation is strong enough, clear, then it becomes very easy to solve such type of questions. Clear, one thing here, figure is very much important. Your this comprehensibility of the question, clear, here, since it was the easiest question and first question of the exercise, that's why one this figure was given. Generally figure is not given in the question of height and distance. Let us see question number 2 of the same exercise. That is, what is this? A tree breaks due to storm. A tree is there, children. What is this? A tree is there. A tall tree is there. A tree breaks due to storm, and the broken part bends so that this is grassroots level, that is ground level. Clear? Look at here. Clear? This is the horizontal level. Clear? This is ground. What is this? This is ground. Okay, children. What is this? This is a tree. Okay, here since tree is a vertical, so here automatically 90 degree is there. Clear? So a tree breaks due to storm, and the broken part bends so that the top of the tree touches the ground, making an angle 30 degree. Clear? With it, the distance between the foot of the tree to the distance between the foot of the tree to the point where the top touches the ground is 8 meter. This distance is given to be 8 meter. This is, what is this? This is ground. The distance between the foot of the tree, this is foot of the, and here what actually the question is that this is tree due to storm, tree bends from here. Here tree is broken and it bends, and this part, see children, this part of the tree means this part of the tree, it bends means it comes over here. Clear, children? It comes over here. Clear means how will it, see, since this is straight line, so what, it will bend from here and a triangle will be made like this. Okay, children? A triangle will be made like this. Okay, children? This one, right? Tree is bent from here, right? It is broken part. What is this? This is broken part. This is broken part. This is broken part. And see, and this part, see, this part is, let it be a little longer. Okay, children, this is broken part. Clear? And this broken part, clear, bends down. Clear? And it comes over here. Clear? This is what, this is actually, this is arrow is drawn, clear, to make you understand the things. Now this is broken part. Now you see that, clear, this length of this broken part, of the tree, and this hypotenuse, clear, the same part has been what, has been bent, clear, to touch the ground level. Clear? This is the point where this part, this broken part touches the ground from here. Clear? It bends down and it touches the ground, clear, over here. So this part is equal to this part. Okay, children? Now let us give the name, and here it is given that making an angle 30 degree. Tree touches the ground, making an angle 30 degree. This is 30 degree now. Okay, children? Now let us give the name. Let it be A, B, this is C, and this is D. Okay, children? Now see, find the height of the tree. Total height of the tree means AC we have to find out. Okay, children? Let us see what is given here. Since figure was not given over here, clear? See, this is only your figure. This arrow has been shown, clear, for your convenience. This is not involved in the figure, children. Okay, children? Now let us see what is given. We here, clear, in given part we have to introduce, clear, what is a tree. Clear, here given what is given, let AC be the tree. Let AC be the tree, and BC equal to BD. Be the broken part. Be the broken part of the tree. BC equal to BD. Be the broken part of the broken part of the tree. Okay children, what is this distance is given over here, that is given to be 8 meter. This distance is given, this is 8 meter. Okay children, let AC be the tree and BC equal to BD be the broken part of the tree. Okay children, here and what, and AD equal to 8 meter be the distance, be the distance between foot of the tree, between foot of the tree and the point, and the point where where the broken where the broken part touches the ground, touches the ground. Okay children, now what we have to find out, we have to find out what we have to find out. Let us see the question. Find the height of the tree. Now this height of the, to find out what we have to find out, AC. What is AC equal to what? AC equal to AB plus BC equal to, we have to find out. AC equal to AB plus BC. Here see the figure. AC means height of the tree, that is AC equal to AB plus BC, we have to find out. Children, let us find out. Children, now select the trigonometric ratios over here. Here children, this time your base is given. Children, look at here. This time your base is given, clear, and an angle is given, clear. So we have to select the trigonometric ratio in such a way, clear, that where base is involved. Okay children, let us see. That is in now in triangle, now in triangle ABD, ABD, angle A equal to 90 degree. Now select, let it be what, that is your let us take tan theta. Now tan 30 degree, tan 30 equal to what? What is the definition of tan theta? That is perpendicular upon base, that is AB upon AD. AB upon AD. Now tan 30 equal to what? Children, now tan 30 equal to 1 upon root 3 equal to AB. AB is what? AB is not given. So AB upon AD equal to 8 meter. AB equal to 8 meter. So 8 only we have to write over here. And here you write down tan 30 equal to 1 upon root 3. Okay children, this implies that by cross multiplication you can write down AB equal to root 3AB, root 3AB equal to 8. Okay children, this implies that AB equal to 8 upon root 3. Let it be question number 1. AB equal to 8 upon root 3. Okay children, now in this stage what is AB? AB you have found out to be 8 upon root 3. This is AB, this is 8 upon root 3 we have found out. Clear? Now clear, in this this situation you have now two options. Clear? That is now see two sides out of the three, clear, are now available with us, 8 meter and 8 upon root 3 meter. Clear? That is what. Now the third side of the triangle, that you can find out using the Pythagoras property, Pythagoras theorem, or you can select another trigonometric ratio, choose another trigonometric ratio and find out the third one. Clear? Now now children, see, since we have to find out the entire height of the tree, that is AB plus BC, clear, till now we have found out only AB. Here now you see children, this BC is equal to BD. It is already defined, BC equal to BD, because the same broken part, BC equal to BD, because the same broken part BC, clear, is bent to bent as BD to touch the ground over here at D. Okay children, now let us find out now again now again again in triangle triangle ABD, triangle ABD. Two options are there. Triangle ABD, angle A equal to 90 degree. So let us take cos 30 this time. You can take any trigonometric ratio, but clearly it may take time. Cos 30 degree equal to what? That is what? Cos 30 equal to your, what is the definition of cos theta? That is based upon a hypotenuse, that is AD upon BD. AD upon BD. Now put the values over here. Cos 30 degree equal to what? Cos 30 equal to root 3 by 2. Clear? Cos 30 equal to root 3 by 2, and it is AD is not given. AD is given to be 8. Clear? What is AD? AD is given the question to be 8, and BD is what, children? BD, what is BD? BD equal to BC. BD equal to, here you can write BC. Why? In place of BD you can write down what? BC. Here write down. Why? Because since BD equal to BC. Clear, children? BD equal to BC. That's why here we put root 3 by 2 and 8 upon BC. Now let us move to the next part of the board. That is, let us see, children. What is the next part? Let us see. Here now, see, children, by cross multiplication, root 3 BC. What is this? Root 3 BC. This implies that root 3 BC equal to, this is 8 to the 16. That is 8 to the 16. This implies that BC equal to 16 upon root 3. Okay, children. What is BC? BC equal to 16 upon root 3. That is, now let it be question number 2. Now, children, now AB is available with us. Clear? BC is available with us. So now what? Now AC equal to what? AB plus BC. That is, put the values. AC equal to, AB is what? AB is found out to be 8 upon root 3. 8 upon root 3 plus BC is 16 upon root 3. Okay, children, here you can write from 1 and 2. We have put the values from 1 and 2. Okay, this implies that AC equal to root 3 is what? Root 3 is the LCM. Here it is 8 plus 16. Okay, children, that is what? 16 plus 8 equal to 24. 24 upon root 3. So you have found out, this implies that AC equal to 24 upon root 3, and this is equal to, you can rationalize it, that is 24 multiplied by root 3 upon root 3 into root 3, that is equal to 24 root 3 upon 3, because root 3 into root 3 equal to 3, that is 3 1 ja 3 and 3 8 ja 24. This implies that AC, what is AC? What is AC? AC is the height of the tree. AC equal to height of the tree. Height of the tree. Height of the tree equal to how much? That is 8 root 3 meter. Okay, children. So this is how your question number 2 is completed. Okay, children. Now let us see the next question. Let it be question number 3. Actually, this is big question. This question number 3, clear, we will take up in the next video, children. And I tell you, this heights and distance is very much important and very much easy also. Clear? This will be asked in your half yearly examination. That's why, clear, I am taking it clear in a hurry. And children, you are supposed to work hard to find out the good marks, in your half yearly examination. So be very careful, and this work rigorously. Work hard, then only, clear, you will achieve the good marks. Thank you and have a nice day.